Welcome! Well, I've got 4 records to show you today, 4 LPs, all by the same band. One of my favourite groups. I've been really collecting them over the past year or so. I'm talking about Saint Etienne, and I've really filled some holes in my Saint Etienne vinyl collection lately, and I'm going to show you them all now, including a mail opening at the end that I am super excited about. Right, so let me show you some of the pre-owned, second-hand, aftermarket stuff that I got. I've got 2 Saint Etienne LPs that I've been wanting for a while from Yahoo Auctions in Japan. I got them via the Bai intermediary service, and I didn't get them together. I got one, this will be from probably nearly 2 months ago now, but this is You Need a Mess of Help to Stand Alone. I've mentioned this album in previous videos where I've showed you Saint Etienne records. This was one that I wanted, but I wasn't desperate for it, certainly not at a high price. I think I won an auction, it wasn't like a buy it now thing. I think this was an auction on Yahoo Auctions Japan, but I was the only bidder, and the end bid after conversion from yen into pounds was only something like about £12 or something like that. Obviously then it's about as much, maybe even a little bit more in postage, so probably about £25 all in, shipped from Japan here to the UK, but that's still as cheap as I've ever seen it, so very happy to get this. Very early sort of rarities and B-sides. I think there might be some B-sides on here. Compilation. Original release as well. This isn't a reissue because I don't think it's ever been reissued. Not on vinyl record anyway. Not a lot to see. It's just standard black vinyl. I've got it in a protector as I have all my records in some form of outer sleeve protector. Very nice. Not the most exciting of today's haul, certainly. Well, it's not a haul because I got all these like sort of separate of one another, but I'm showing them all in the same video, so it's like a haul. But from I think 1993, yep, that's the copyright date on it, an early rarities compilation from Saint Etienne, You Need a Mess of Help to Stand Alone. Next up, also from Yahoo Auctions Japan, and this only came within the last week. Really happy to get this. I'd been looking for this on places like Discogs and eBay, and the prices were just so high. Saw this on Yahoo Japan. There again, think it was an auction. It wasn't a buy it now listing, as it's similar to eBay in that respect. I think there was me and another bidder. The other bidder just bid like the minimum amount. I gazumped them, got it. Pretty good price again, around the sort of 18 to 20 mark, and with some postage, probably about 30 to 35 all in. I can't really remember, but very happy to have got this. Casino Classics. This is a remix compilation, originally from 1996, and this is an original pressing as well. I will take this one out of the protector for a moment. There was also an edition re-released in 2002. I didn't really care which edition I got as long as it was one that was in good nick. This one, well, it's showing its age a little bit on the spine and everything, but all the records in it, and there's 3 discs in this, it's a 3-disc set. They all play really well. The labels and things on the sleeve itself all look in great condition. I'll show you one of the discs. I like how this set is done really, as you can see like a custom sort of white label style sleeve here in Casino Classics, kind of deliberately done like that so that it looks like something a dance music DJ or someone would have during a set. Some very familiar names remixing Saint Etienne on this set. People like Chemical Brothers, Underworld, David Holmes, Way Out West, Aphex Twin. The majority of these remixes I've never heard before. There was 1 or 2 I was already familiar with, but most of the stuff on here never heard before. So really happy to get that, also from Yahoo Auctions Japan. I seem to get a lot of Saint Etienne stuff from Japan. They're popular over there, but I wouldn't say they were kind of massive over there, to be honest. But seem to get lucky finding Saint Etienne records, rarer ones, that from European sellers or sellers in this country on Discogs and eBay. The prices are just way up there for second-hand copies. But that was Casino Classics. That's the end of the purchases from Yahoo Japan. I've got one from Discogs Marketplace here, another one that I've mentioned in previous Saint Etienne record videos. This one I'm very happy to get. This really did feel like a gaping hole in the collection. This is another rarities compilation, I Love to Paint. It's just standard black vinyl. Now this was, I think, £35 on Discogs Marketplace. And I can't remember what postage was. It was probably £4 or £5. So I was looking around the £40 mark all in. It's a lot, really. More than what I normally like to pay for a record. But that was still the cheapest I'd ever seen this by at least sort of 15, maybe even £20. This is like one of their older fan club releases that has then since been re-released to a slightly larger kind of potential customer base. But it's still got really rare very quick. I think 2017 this actually came out. It's very hard to find for a good price, so for me £35 and a bit in postage was perfectly fine, really, as I wanted this at some point. I just didn't want to pay over the odds for it, but for me it's worth it. Like I say, I won't show you the disc or anything. For these, the discs aren't very interesting because it's just standard black vinyl records. But there we are, I Love to Paint by Saint Etienne. Right then, here comes the exciting one. Had some mail today from Rough Trade, the independent record store that also spun off into a record label in the late 70s, early 80s. Rough Trade, they have stores in London. Brick Lane in London is their flagship store, and there's also one in Nottingham near to me as well. So happy to get this. After Dopamine by Picture Plane, this is probably the new studio album that I was most looking forward to coming out this year. Let's just get it open right now and I can show you. It's a very special edition, this as well. I do like these Rough Trade mailers. They're easy to open, but they're very protective. Got a bit of more extra cardboard in here. Ah, yes. Oh, brilliant. So we've got a Rough Trade sticker, and then we've actually got 2 items in here. Amazing. I'd actually forgotten that this edition comes with something extra. I thought it was inside a sleeve, but it's not. Right, so I'll just put that down there. But I'll show you the main thing. This is Saint Etienne's brand new studio album. Yes, they've released their first studio album in, I want to say, about 3 years, maybe, a little bit more perhaps. This is I've Been Trying to Tell You. I've not heard anything of this. There has been a single that's come out, if you can call it a single now, with it being just basically for download and streaming and stuff. I've deliberately not listened to anything on here. It's come out today, the day that I'm recording this. Fair play to Rough Trade. I only paid for second class postage as well, and I've received it on the day of release, so can't complain there at all. It's got stickers on the front and the back of this sleeve here. Oh, I love it. And what's so good about this edition, it's come out in a lot of formats, like standard black vinyl. There's been a limited edition clear vinyl record. However, this one is Rough Trade only, limited powder blue vinyl edition. This edition only sold at Rough Trade stores and on Rough Trade's website. So this is the proper collector's piece. I think there's also like a super deluxe edition of this that's come out, but I only want the album. But when I saw that I could get it from Rough Trade, £26 and 1 pence was the total price, including a bit of postage, then yeah, I had to have it. I like the fact that it's already in like a protective sleeve here, because that's clever. The stickers are on the outside, look. Gotta have a look at this powder blue record. Does feel like there's a download card in there. I may pass that on to a friend at some point soon, but let's check this out. Oh, nice. It's weird because when I look at it from this angle, it's like a darker blue, and then I sort of cock my head round, and it's a much lighter, almost like an eggshell blue. I love the centre labels as well. It's actually side 1 there, side 2 there. I like this road sign motif that they're going with here. Yeah, brilliant. This, I think, is going to become a very rare edition, this one, given that it's a Rough Trade exclusive. My first Rough Trade exclusive album of any sort. And we're not done yet, because this came with a bonus freebie as well as the fact that this is an exclusive powder blue vinyl record. I think this freebie was only available with the Rough Trade edition as well. And it is just a little CD of remixes here. It reminds me a bit of when I bought More Words and Music from the Saint Etienne online store late last year. and it had a little bonus Christmas CD, and St. Etienne seemed to do that every year. They put out something and then often they bundle a free sort of Christmas CD with it, just like a little EP sort of thing. And they've done it with this album, and I'm sure this is only available with the rough trade edition that I've got here. That's a really nice bonus there. It's properly manufactured and everything. It's just got 3 remixes of tracks that are on the LP that aren't available anywhere else. Yes, it does, it says so on the bottom. This CD EP is a rough trade exclusive edition. Ah, marvellous. So I can't wait to listen to I've Been Trying to Tell You by St. Etienne. Looking forward to this day ever since I found out that they are releasing a brand new studio album this year. There it is, back in its protective sleeve, which I really like, with the stickers being on the front of it and back of it like that. Absolutely marvellous. So this certainly for me today is the pick of the bunch by far, if only for how it looks. I'm sure it's going to be a brilliant album as well, because I love St. Etienne. I'd recommend any of you go and check their music out on whatever music platform you prefer, be it YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, blah blah blah. As for me, you know me, I like to collect physical media, physical music. This, very limited. No doubt the flippers are going to try and get as many of these as possible and then sell them for stupid money on the aftermarket at Discogs, eBay, whatever. But I made sure I ordered this. I pre-ordered it as soon as I saw that it was coming out. It's Rough Trade's album of the month for September as well, by the way. So head on over to roughtrade.com, and hopefully if you're interested in this particular edition, they will still have some copies left at the time of you watching this. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at my latest St. Etienne additions to my record collection. I've really filled some holes in that collection now. There is very little left that realistically I can get hold of. But there's 1 or 2 things. I'm going to keep looking out for what I still need. The main thing was that I got the new studio album I've been trying to tell you, and everything else really, the stuff from Yahoo Auctions and Discogs, is really kind of a bonus for my collection, but it is fun to just fill these gaps. Special thanks go, as always, to my subscribers and generous patrons. I love you all. Please see the links in my description text box. They are for my Patreon page, my Facebook group page, contents insurance if you've got a big vinyl record collection or even CDs, any sort of physical media of any description, audio or video, you need to get it insured. So check out Urban Jungle, and there's a referral where you can get some money off your first month's premium. I'm gonna go now, and what else? Gotta put Powder Blue Rough Trade exclusive edition, St. Etienne, I've Been Trying to Tell You. This band still going strong after over 30 years, still one of Britain's greatest synth pop acts of all time, and I just can't wait to hear that. And of course listen to the little remix EP that was a nice bonus gift as well. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next record collecting video. Cheers everyone. See ya!